Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate supervised ages, outside the dilapidated Castle Grayskull in front of the esoteric Snake Mountain in the Hobo Jungle, I bring to you another Reno McDallas review. I don't know. What are you doing? I've got some stuff to open. So first off, we'll start with Jen Fig's most hated yet anticipated action figure. Shout out to him. I follow him on Instagram. Sometimes he's funny. Other times he sounds more whiny than me. But that's everybody. Okay. For 20 years, the Marvel Legends series has brought the iconic characters and storylines of the Marvel Universe to fans worldwide. To celebrate the 2002 Toy Biz debut release, Marvel Legends proudly presents the 20th Anniversary Series 1, featuring Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, and Toad. And of course, this is your Toad. So, reversible backdrop. I went to wrestling school, and I also know how to reverse a backdrop. So, good for me, right? All right, give me just a second. How many licks of a toad does it take to land you in the Quahog Penitentiary or Correctional Facility? Just one. So there's your toads that came with Toad. I probably said that quote long. It's been a while. So he has two types of hand sets. I've, of course, did one of each. Here's his fist for pleasing the peoples. There's his fingers for pleasing the peoples. And here's his tongue for really pleasing the peoples. And then he also has the creepy, that head. It's like a kid I went to school with. I'm not going to say his name, but it does kind of look like him. Anyway, he also, so for his backdrop, he has this. So it's either this very lovely swamp. I think that it's not Ethan Ralph's swamp, so don't get excited. He doesn't own anything that nice. And then we have this. So, yeah, cool backdrop and all that. And he comes with the Marvel Legends anniversary stands. I really like these. I wish they'd start packing them instead of a ton of extra heads and hands like they have been. So, I know they don't listen. But if they did, I'd tell them to listen to that. Okay, next up, we've got, in the not-so-glamorous packaging anymore, the Amazing Fantasy First Appearance Spider-Man. So, there we go. Flip them around. And of course, now they show what all the accessories are, so that way when you open the box and someone's already stole them all, you'll know. So again, I know last time I didn't quite do it very well as I opened it. So you can see, that's just how they are packaged since they went to the new packaging. And everything's just kind of in the box, laying there in these wrappers. Here he is. So let's go ahead and birth him. Okay. Oh, and my producer, which is a voice in my head, has told me that I did not show you the articulation of Toad. So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that weird? It's kind of weird. So he's got the titty joint and the crunch abs, so he can really do some good posing. So here's what I don't like about this Spider-Man already. The way these fit in kind of sucks. I don't care for it. I wish they would have just opted for some kind of netting rather than that plastic. I don't know if you can see real well because I know the lighting can be iffy in these videos. Right here, there's a little peg that they fit in. And they just don't fit in there very well. Or, of course, I do have bad luck of getting stuff that doesn't fit correctly. Just like my wiener. But anyway, so let's go ahead and just look at the other. I really like these extra hands. I mean, plenty of them, and they look really good. I really like how bright they are. I just feel like it's, I don't know, maybe it's me and I'm being weird. They just feel a little more brighter than some of these other Spider-Men. So anyway, go ahead and take a look at him. Of course, he has your standard articulation. He's got a titty joint. He's got a waist joint. All that stuff. Thankfully, he doesn't have toe joints. And he's supposed to come with a web and another head, I thought. Did I drop that crap? I probably did. Give me just a second. Okay, I just checked the box again. He doesn't come with an extra head. I'm dumb. He does come with this webbing. So that's cool. I know Lonnie would have loved that because he was always making webbing of his own. He'd be extremely happy about that. So anyway, there's those. So we will continue the fun and games with our Spider-Man. Except for with Silk and Doc Ock. And, of course, these are also in that weird blind box type of thing. There's shows what accessories they have. I should probably pay attention this time. Let's go ahead and pop this open at the side. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's the other side in case you didn't see it. Here's the nice artwork on that. And of course, here we go. Pack of accessories just sitting there on the edge. Instructions saying don't choke yourself to death on your product, please. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got some tentacles. I've seen enough hentai to know where this can go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Body bag and body bag. So, go ahead and start with Doc Ock here. When I was a kid, I had the Secret Wars Doc Ock, and his silly little tentacles popped out real easy, and I lost him within a day, and it was very sad. Okay, as you can see, here is his back for the tentacles to fit in. He is a doughy fella. He has a titty joint. No waist joint. Doesn't really need it, I guess, if you got tits, right? So we'll go ahead and just start plugging these parts in. So, and I think it just kind of goes where you want. You don't have to do anything too fancy. I don't think they bend, though. They do not bend, okay. So you just kind of got to figure out what pose you like the best with that. So give me just a second. I'm going to kind of experiment and see what looks good. All right, so I'm not a real big fan of that. As you can see, no bendy. These have articulation at the end, but for the most part, and I'm going off of how they had it on the box, that's how it's supposed to look. And I guess that's all right for display, but whatever. I mean, I don't expect this guy to be superposable or anything, but I would like the tentacles to be a little bit more, I guess, in a better pose. But whatever. Still a cool figure, and the only way you're going to get that thing cheap at all. He does have a extra, just not as grimacing, just more of a grimace rather than the burying of the teeths. He has another doorknob turned in hand, and a fist for your pleasure. Okay, so Silk. Well, this head was on her when I opened her, but I switched it out because I like the other look better. Even though she is very, very attractive young lady, and we're not dismissing her looks, I just wanted to keep her identity safe on my shelf. Even though I have Spider-Gwen up there without a mask, but at some point I'll have a Spider-Gwen with a mask, so it'll balance out. So anyway, there she is. Very good articulation. She has a titty joint, no waist joint, surprisingly. And double knees, all that good stuff. Your standard female Marvel Legend. Looks great, though. Love that paint. Look at that. That is just a good-looking costume. Oops, I didn't really get into her comics very much, but, you know, it's kind of, I saw her a little bit during Spider-Verse and all, but, you know, I thought it was kind of interesting. She also comes with this hand here that has the webbing, but, you know, whatever. And, petite little fists. Oh my goodness. It's if your butthole can't handle enough. You got these little fists here. Oh, it's not going to hurt at all. She got a hand for holding stuff, which I will probably switch that out on this hand instead of a fist. So, there we go. There we are. Okay. Yep, you guys all know I like my gimmick hands on the other side. So, that's how we did it. Alright, well that's cool figure and all. I think I got one more here for us to look at. Have I been filming crooked this entire time? It wouldn't surprise me, I'm sorry. And then I scored this off eBay for dirt cheap. Someone just, I guess, looking to get rid of it. Here's your Commando Spawn from the Mortal Kombat line. 22 moving parts, excuse me. So, I am not a Mortal Kombat 11 player. I've seen all the interesting things they have on there. Excuse me. But yeah, just haven't played a Mortal Kombat since, I don't know, Deadly Alliance, maybe? And that's been a bit. Been a long bit. But I could do fatalities on that. Couldn't do them on the old games. So, of course, he's got a Mortal Kombat stand. Move you out of the way here, Doc Ock. Otto Octavius. He's got Hellfire. And more Hellfire. It looks like you can actually use those like sit in his hand like a gun. That's a cool idea. since I heard Warner Brothers doesn't allow guns to choice, that's why we haven't gotten McFarlane stuff, so we haven't guns. And went and get the gun pack separate. Alrighty, so here he is with his Hellfire guns. Pretty cool looking. Doesn't have a lot of, he's got the 22 points, or movable objects, whatever. They do have the gun in the holster. You can't remove it, but I'm happy they left that. Same with grenades and bullets. Like I said, I didn't know how sweeping some of these rules were with them, with Warner Brothers. There's some grenades for a grenade launcher there, too. That's pretty cool. So all in all, that is a really nice Spawn figure. I remember the Commando Spawn when I was a kid, and of course I've got the other one over there on display for the setup, so that's pretty awesome. I like that. That'll have to go on a shelf for sure. Really, really like that. So yeah, all these figures I give a positive review to. This one being the only one I just don't really care for, but by the time you buy this and get him with her, if you were to get her brand new now, she's the same price. The older version of her is the same price as the 2-pack, so you might as well get the 2-pack. Worst case, you can always flip it, right? So anyway, speaking of flipping, I'm going to flip these figures into this door to see if anyone is worthy of being called the greatest action figure of all time for, freeing the power within for Skeletor. So there we go. All right, Silk. We're going to just lawn dart you. Ooh, damn, girl. Ooh. Hey, when are they going to put Silk in a movie, huh? There's your, hey, Asian representation too, right? Exactly. Okay. Oh, no dice. Okay. Toad. Oops. Well, apparently he just missed completely. No, I dropped him. Okay, here we go. And no dice. Spider-Man. Nothing for Spoodermoon. Doc Ock. Oh, the power of the sun was not in his hands, but he did knock Skeletor off. Rude-ass bitch. All right, and there we go. Nobody got in, but hey, that's life. And when life throws action figures at your door, you got to hold fast. Because if one ever gets through it, that kind of kills my gimmick, doesn't it? But no, I think we'd actually have to have a big celebration. Have a little... see that wall there, we can make a nice little mural, or put a shelf over there of figures that cleared the gate, or give them, change some stuff around on the set. We'd do something. But anyway, I'd never actually thought of that before, so... Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be good to yourselves, and remember, free the figs.